We are live. All right, what's going on? Hey, there's five people sitting here. TJ, to get Stein. Well, look, brother. At this point, I don't think it matters who we get. Uh, we got to have money. People don't play for coaches; they play for money. Come on in, everybody. Lane Kiffin, my favorite. Still can't believe Lane Kiffin. You see the world we're in, folks. Lane Kiffin just left his. It's all about the money now, folks. This is all changed. It's not about the coach. It's about the money. Who's got the money? Huh? I was watching Van Hyles channel, Driving with Styles, Styles. He was showing some game tape of the Louisville game, and our defense didn't even play, guys. Our defense, that's right, man. Look, this is it, baby. This is what we got. If you got this, I'll come play for you. I don't care if you're John Summerall. I don't care if it's Florida. You got some of this right here. I'll come play for you. But if you don't, our guys, I watched the defense, some of the defensive breakdown Van Hyles. Our defense didn't even try, guys. They weren't even trying out there, which is, what are you going to do? They're kids and they didn't want to be there and they didn't want to play and they probably already got their game check and they already got their money. So, hey, so they didn't win the game. So what? Yeah, I don't know. You probably already watched Matt Jones, excuse me. Yeah, nobody knows what's going to happen. So we'll see what happens, guys. I have no idea. I mean, it's going to cost a lot of money. Whatever coach we get, we cannot be at the bottom of the NIL and the SEC. I can tell you that. You can bring Will Stein in, anybody you want. Dan Mullen. They're talking about Dan Mullen. Please don't bring Dan Mullen in here. Jesus, how many times has that guy got to fail? Brian Hartline. I mean, I don't know. He's never been a coach. I mean, he was in the front office and he came down to be the quarterback coach at the beginning of the year. So I don't know, Chatsworth. Yeah, I mean, the offense checked out too, guys. Van Hyles was showing the tape of the defense. Guys weren't even trying. I mean, they were jogging. They weren't where they were supposed. They didn't care. So we all thought that this game was important because it's Louisville, right? And we thought, well, this game's important. They didn't care about it. No. And that's why they didn't try. And, I don't know what you do. Lane Kiffin doesn't give a damn about anything but money, right? That's all Lane cares about. Lane Kiffin, some money. I'll leave, right? I mean, what he did to Ole Miss, guys, I don't even know why LSU would take him. Why would you? He's going to do it to you. It's like a girl that cheats on you and it keeps cheating on guys. She's going to cheat on you, and vice versa. A guy, they're going to keep cheating. So I don't know what you think that Lane Kiffin's going to do if we offer him more money. Say players played hard. I don't know. Cutter Boley. I don't know what you do with Cutter Boley. Look, there's just throws he can't make, guys. He just doesn't. He can't get the ball out of his hands. He can't read defense. I don't know what you do with him. If we bring Will Stein in here, Will Stein runs I mean, you got to have a quarterback who can run and throw. There's no way Cutter Boley can't play in Will Stein's system if we bring Will Stein in here. Not with that kind of system he runs. That's a spread offense where the quarterback has to run, read, and he just can't do it, guys. Trey, what's up? Not impressed with Boley. No. I think that experiment's over, guys. I just don't think he's an SEC quarterback. And look, he's a Kentucky kid, and I like him, but I'm opening it up next year. Whoever the coach is, Pontoski, the other two quarterbacks, Ward, and the other kid. Hey, open it up. I need to let Cutter walk. They need to let him walk. Well, if he's asking for a lot of money, they need to let him walk. That right there, I mean, he just cannot make throws. He can't throw the deep ball. Somebody pointed that out on my channel. Yeah, I mean, he can't. I don't know what you do. It's a year, and he started some last year, so I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. New video. I saw, that they were talking about what might happen in all the scenarios. Yeah, I saw that. Matt Jones. That's who you always go to is Matt Jones. Not any of the other people in that video. Okay, all those other guys wouldn't know their ass from a hole in the ground if it came to football. But if Matt Jones says it, I'll believe it. Yeah, Van Hyles and Anthony White have a channel, guys, called The Locker. And they put out a video today. And both those guys played, and they know football. And listen, as long as we're at the bottom of the NIL and the SEC, you guys realize, I want you to realize something. First of all, this is not as bad as it's ever been. For all you young people, it might be. But do you realize we were picked to come in dead last in the SEC, 16th? Do you know where we finished? 11th. 11th. Yeah. I mean, we still finished 11th. We didn't finish last. All the teams, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, all the teams behind us. Yeah, we still finished 11th. I mean, uh, but no, those kids didn't care about that game, guys. Our kids didn't care about the game. They just didn't. Like I said, if you're just getting in here, go watch Van Hiles driving with Styles, Styles. He broke the film down. All I did was watch the defense. They didn't even try, guys. They didn't even. They were jogging. They weren't where they didn't care. They care about this rules. It's not 2023, guys. You can bring in any coach you want. If the kids don't get this right here, they don't care. They're not playing for Kentucky. They're not playing for John Summerall at Florida. They're playing for money. That's what it's about now. And everybody's going to get theirs. And that's the world we live in. And you got to lay that money down. I used to go to games when we were 3-9. Jared, yep. And listen, guys, this is in the listen. I was at 0-10 and 1 in 1980. I think Jerry Claiborne. I was in high school. We were 0-10 and 1. We were 1-10 with Bill Curry. We were 2-9 with Hal Mumme. Anthony White played with Tim Couch. That's the most excitement there has ever been in football in my lifetime, was when the air raid came in here and Hal Mumme, and we had Tim Couch, and he was up for the Heisman. You know how many games we won that year? 7-5. Even Anthony White admits it. So yeah, you can make the game experience more exciting all you want, but you still got to win. And I don't know what the answer is. I really don't, guys. I don't know what coach we're going to bring in here, or if we're going to change coaches, or we'll just roll with the punches. But I don't have any answers for you, unless you have this right here. If you got plenty of this, plenty of money, you can get whatever coach. I'll leave. John Summerall. I don't think Tulane's going to go to the playoffs. But if they do, he won't be there. And then Lane Kiffin's leaving, and yeah, he threatened to take all his offensive coaches with him. They wouldn't even have a coach. I don't know. Poor old Miss. I feel sorry for those guys. I was stationed in Columbus for 4 years, right near Starkville, and near Ole Miss and Mississippi State. There's a lot of good fans there. I feel sorry for those guys. Ole Miss. I really do. I hope they win. Every summer if they won the damn national championship without Lane Kiffin, which I don't think they will. But if they can get in, Vanderbilt lost 2 games and they're not going to get in. Yeah, 10 games does not guarantee you a playoff spot, guys. The way the playoffs set up now, if you lose any games, Notre Dame, they can back their way in. We can't, at SEC, you're not backing your way into the playoffs. You're going to whip some people's ass. Texas A&M probably lost. So, you got to win 11 games to get in the playoffs. So good luck with that. Good luck. We will never see 11 wins, guys. I got news for you. If you think that's going to happen because we change a coach or whatever, no. People are not coming to play for, the school. Like Mark Stoops, he did a good job of developing players, and people came to play so they could develop. Ain't nobody worried about that anymore. They're only worried about this. If you give me this, I'll come. I might play hard and I might not. So yeah, our guys just quit yesterday. They did not quit. They didn't even show up to play. So like I said, you watch the film on that. Van Hiles broke the defense down, and I was like, guys weren't even running. They were jogging. They didn't care. So I don't know what you do if Brian Kelly coached Kentucky. Look, man, I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know. It doesn't matter unless we spend money on NIL. We cannot be at the bottom of the league in NIL. We're not even in the middle. We're at the bottom third of the NIL and SEC. How the hell are you going to win games? We're trying to get a JUCO player. I mean, I felt sorry. Look, Mark Stoops was set up to fail. I said he was set up to fail, and they didn't spend the money. And you see what happened. I don't care who comes in here. Will Stein, name a coach. Brian Kelly. Some people, I was laughing at John Gruden. First of all, guys, John Gruden's not coming to coach college. He's already said that if you watch his podcast, which I do. Anthony White played for John Gruden, and he was laughing his ass off. Thinking that some of our kids could not handle John Gruden. Okay. Yeah. We are not ready. We could not handle that. Yeah. That would be the Bill Belichick. Those kids would wilt the first friggin' week. He yelled at somebody. So yeah, I don't know who we're going to get. Yeah. Anybody that comes here is going to want money. But don't get any retreads, for God's sakes. Dan Mullen, stop it. Man, that guy's lost everywhere he's went. Go get a young kid. I don't give a damn if you go get Western Kentucky's coach. Just get somebody young. Look, we're not going to win any more games until we spend money. It does not matter who. I agree with Anthony White and Van Hiles 1,000%. It does not matter who the coach is. We are not going to win until we spend the money to get the players and the coach. And right now, if we buy out Stoops, we're not going to have any money to get a big name coach. What the hell? You're going to pay him $37 million, and then you're going to have to pay 30. We don't have $30 million to buy an expensive coach. You might as well just get somebody young. Information about NIL. What do you mean we're going to get my money, Luke? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Look at our roster. Look at our basketball roster. Look at the players on our roster. Well, you think we're in the top half of the NIL, dude? I mean, come on, dude. Wake up. Posse. It's keep happening as long as he's here. It'll keep happening as long as Mitch Barnhart and JMI is handling all the NIL and rev share. Evidently, JMI is really, really bad with NIL right now. So I don't know. Yeah, the information out there. Jesus Christ, all you got to do is simple fucking math, dude. I mean, look at our basketball roster. It's only 13 players, and then look at where our 85 football man roster, and look where we got players from. I mean, yeah, that's why they won't release the numbers. If they, release the damn numbers. If I'm wrong, if we're all wrong and we're not, I trust Van Hiles and them. Yeah, pushing Stoops to be fired. Well, look, it doesn't matter if he gets fired. Wildcat highlights, dude. If you're just getting here, look, it doesn't matter. The kids didn't come to play because they didn't care. They don't give a damn about Ole Miss. They don't give a damn about. You think they're going to go to Florida to play for John Summerall? No. Guys, if you're just getting in here, I've been holding this up. This is what you got to have if you want players and coaches. This is it. Lane Kiffin out, hell, I don't think Tulane's going to go to the playoffs, but if they did, they don't have their coach. You got coaches leaving teams that are going to go to the damn playoffs and leaving their program. These kids don't play for coaches. I mean, this is the new look. It's 2025 now. They don't come here to play for Kentucky. They don't come here. They don't go to play for Florida. They don't go play for Ole Miss or Lane Kiffin. They go to play for money. Whoever gives them the money, they got their money. They knew their season was over. I think our kids just said, you know what? This is my last game. A bunch of them. Well, it's our last game. Who gives a shit? I got paid anyway, right? I mean, something happened because when Van Hiles broke down that defensive film, and I'm sure it's the same on offense. They didn't even try. I mean, they weren't even out there trying. Gadget, what's up, brother? It's confusing. It is confusing. Yeah, it's confusing. We're gonna have to get a new AD. You're talking about Club Blue NIL. You're talking about donors. You're talking about trying to build a business district around or some kind of district around the stadium. You're talking about. It's not just the coach, for God's sake. Hell, if it's just a coach, we just go fucking get somebody. It's way more than that now. You got to have a front office. This is an NFL team now. This is the Tennessee Titans, the Cincinnati Bengals. You got to have a GM. You got to handle salaries. You got to handle all these kids. You got to pay them their money. Every Friday, they get a check. These guys get paid. They are employees. They are not just players. They're employees of the corporation, the University of Kentucky Football Corporation. I'm the employee. I may work hard today. I don't feel good today. You know what? I'm just going to slack today. Well, you can't slack on the football field, guys. Matt Jones says Kentucky has the money. Well, then go after him. If he says, he said we should have the money. Yeah, he has to wait to see what the donors want to do. He named the donors of the Club Blue NIL. Look, who's the main donors? I can't remember the company. He keeps talking about the husband and wife that are the main donors that like Stoops. Now their name escapes me. Yeah, Calzada wasn't the only problem, Luke. I mean, look, they pulled him. He could have played. They should have, the Crafts. Thank you. Yeah, Joe Kraft and Kelly Kraft. Yeah, they'll have a lot to do with it. Look, the decision has not been made. Have they fired him? No. So they're thinking about it. They're talking about it. It may happen. It may not happen. But we got to redo everything, guys. Game experience. Look, I don't live in Lexington and go to the games, so I don't know about the game experience. Yeah, the players. Even if Lane Kiffin figured this shit out. I will give Lane Kiffin credit for one thing. Before the first game of the year, he was talking about NIL. and I never heard anybody say this before. He said, "Look, the players we signed this year, they didn't come here to play for Ole Miss. They didn't come here to play for me. They came here because we paid them money, and that's why they came here." So he told them, "Look, guys, I know you're getting paid. Just play hard for me, will you?" So he didn't treat them like they were. He didn't even treat them like they were Ole Miss players. Is basically what he was saying. He was just treating them like hired guns, hired players. That's all you are. They're just under contract. And I thought, why did he say that? Why did Lane Kiffin? Why is he saying that? And then now it dawns on me, okay, that's what he's talking about. These guys aren't going to come here to play for Kentucky guys. They're going to come here to play for money. That's it. I hate to say it. I mean, I wish it wasn't that way. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals get to have Joe Burrow, because they're paying Joe Burrow. If somebody, when his contract's up, at least in the NFL, you can sign a contract. In college, you can't sign a contract. You could leave every year. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what the answer is. 1.5 could have bought, that could have bought a lot, Luke, but it could have bought some of them, yes. We got to have more than that, okay? Crash will not be involved. Good. I don't know, Jimmy. So you know what? If you say it, Jimmy, I believe you. I don't know what's going on, guys. It's so complicated. It's about money and a lot of money. And if we bring a new coach in, and look, it's still got to have a defense and still got to have special teams. If we get Will Stein, which is who I would try and go after, I don't know if the guy would want to come here. Matt Jones says he would. He does run a spread offense. It would be exciting, but Cutter Boley couldn't run that offense. I can tell you right now. If you go watch his offense, and all you got to do is type in Will Stein offense on YouTube, and you can watch the video yourself. You got to be able to run. You need an athletic quarterback who can take off running and throw the ball. So he ain't gonna. Yeah, Hartline's never coached before. I mean, hell, you might as well give him. What's he gonna do? Lose? I mean, yeah. I mean, he was on the. You realize Hartline wasn't even a quarterback coach at the beginning of the year. He was friggin' on the staff as like a special assistant, and they moved him down to quarterback coach to help out Cutter Boley. So, I don't know, guys. Breakup dinner at Jeff Ruby's. Well, I mean, maybe they will. I don't know, Charlie. Hippie, nice to meet you, Charlie. I haven't seen you here before. Yeah, I mean, I'd take Will Stein. Look, we're not going to win. Listen, we're not going to get anybody in here to win more games than this. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the one to burst Charlie, you guys' bubble that's in here. We're not going to win 10, 11 games in 12. It just ain't going to happen. Damn. I mean, we got 2 easy games, but other than that, Vanderbilt won 10 damn games, and they didn't go to the playoffs. So I'm not saying it won't happen every once in a while. I've been a fan for a long time, and if you go through the 80s, 90s, it happens every once in a while, but it don't happen often. To sustain something like that, you're going to have money. And we play North Carolina Tuesday night, and we need to worry about basketball next, because if we suck in basketball and we suck in football, guys, that's a long-ass winter. I hope not. Jimmy, will have the decision tonight. Yeah, we probably have, or tomorrow, Jimmy, I would think. Jimmy's on here from Loyal BBN fan channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, subscribe to Loyal BBN fan channel. Yeah, Jimmy, they said tomorrow. If you don't hear anything, then guess who the coach is? Mark Stoops, because the signing day is coming up. I mean, we got to hurry up and get somebody in here. And we have to get an offensive coordinator and defensive and a staff. And then we got to pay. And then we got to pay players, and we got to raise money. If we pay him off $37 million or whatever it is, then we got to raise millions of dollars to get the new coach. Then we got to get his staff. Then we got to get players. It's like there's so much money involved. No, they're not going to keep. I don't think they'll keep anybody. I don't think Brad White. I don't think they'll keep him. I mean, even though it wasn't his fault, if you listen to me when I first got on here, you can go on Van Heil's channel, Driving with Styles, Styles. He breaks the film down for you. Our guys, I just watched the defense. They didn't even try, guys. I mean, they didn't even show up to play. They didn't care anything about this game. We all cared about this game. We thought, damn, this is Louisville. This is the game. We're going to win. They didn't even try in this game. And Van Heils points it out. And people not even caring, jogging, missing their assignment on purpose. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is taking over, guys. This is it. This is what is going to get us players. This will get us 11 or 12 wins, maybe 11 wins, 10 maybe. If we have a lot of this, and we, we'd have to take away from basketball. And I don't think that's going to happen. Christopher Recruit's already dropping. Yeah, I saw that. I dropped. Jake, what's up, Jake? First time seeing your channel. Well, thank you, Jake. Please subscribe, brother. I do lives. I'm I'm about 9 months old. Seem good people, fan of all fan. Oh, I like Josh Heupel. Wish you would have got. Hey, I wasn't mad about the Vanderbilt game. When people just freaked out about the Vanderbilt game, I wasn't mad about the Vanderbilt game. Okay, for all those of you who don't know, you know how, and if you watch my video, you know this. The only reason they got Diego Pavia is because they took New Mexico State's offensive coordinator. Not only did they get Pavia, they got some offensive linemen, they got several players, good players that followed that offensive coordinator from New Mexico State to Vanderbilt. That's how they got Pavia. Okay, he's gone after this year. We'll see if they can recruit. We'll see. Mullen. I mean, don't take Dan Mullen, please, Jimmy. That guy. I'll take Hartline. I'll take. Hell, we can. I'll take a high school coach. Brian Brom knows how to give. Yeah, well, see, Posse, they played for them. The Louisville players were getting paid money too, but they thought they took this game serious. They had lost what 3 or 4 games in a row, but they took this game serious, and our guys didn't. I don't know what you do. You can play a 4-3 or a 3-4 or whatever defense you want. If I don't really give a shit, and like I said, you work for a corporation now. These players are workers; they're employees. You pay them to show up and work. And if I know I'm gonna get paid Friday, I may work hard this week. I may not. So I don't know what else to say. Wildcat highlights. Yeah, I'll take Brian Hartline. Where's Stein? Yes, Stein is from Oregon. Uh, Rumor is he wants to come here. I sure the hell don't know why he'd want to come here, but I'd take him because the offense he runs is run pass option, and it's a spread offense. And the quarterback, we have to get a quarterback. Boley could not do it. There's no way in hell he could run that offense at all. That guy can't. He can't throw deep. I mean, Boley just disappointed me, guys. If you're just not getting in here, really disappointed me. Schemes won't matter without talent. No, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, like I said, if I don't want to play, I'm getting paid. So why do I care? I could do it at my job. You all could do it at your job. You can do a really good job, or you have employees that really don't really give a shit. That's the problem. So money corrupts, guys, and it just corrupted college sports. So ask Lane Kiffin, who just walked out on I mean, what he did. I feel sorry for the people at Ole Miss. I really do. As someone who lived in Mississippi for 4 years and was around Mississippi State and Ole Miss fans, I really enjoyed going to games in Oxford and in Starkville back in the 80s. Those people love football. I feel sorry for people in Oxford. I mean, one damn year that you got one loss and you got a chance to maybe do something and your coach leaves. So I don't know, guys. If you got any answers, I have no answers for you. Rich Brooks is still a huge Oregon fan. Yeah, he is, Posse, because he was good there. They have a Rich Brooks statue. They probably do. Rich Brooks was a good coach, guys. Jake, what's up, Jake? Hey, I watched the Louisville UK game. Yeah, Kentucky was uninspired and checked out. If you watch the game tape, and you can on Van Hiles channel, it was bad. Like, it was way worse than what I thought it was. My cousin played baseball at Mississippi State. Mississippi State, I was also in Montgomery, so I got to see the Auburn, Alabama. So I live through. I see these people's teams. I know how they are, guys. How we are in basketball, that's how they are in football. So yeah, good people. I'm sorry for Ole Miss. Uh, Scored on us yesterday. Yeah, Brom birthmark. Well, Jeff Brom's a good coach. He coached at Purdue. I told you. Look, man, he's a good coach. I wouldn't get rid of him if I was him. I mean, look, their year didn't go the way they wanted, but they're another team. Who you gonna get? You gonna pay him off? You can't keep buying coaches. John Summerall may not work out. We may get John Summerall in about 5 years because if he don't win, now they're gonna give him some time there. He's in the good old boy network. He'll get 3 or 4 years. If he loses, Auburn hasn't had a winning season since 2021, guys. So yeah, they'll give John Summerall. He's a good old boy. They'll give him the SEC network endorsed him. All the good old boys on the SEC podcast and Fine Bombers. So he'll get plenty of chances, but he may end up here one day because if you don't win at Florida, you're gone. And that's what's going to happen to him. So be careful what you wish for. He's going to take the money. Maybe he'll do well. Maybe he won't. Maybe he can get his players to play. Maybe he can't. Very tough to watch yesterday. Yeah, that was tough to watch. I just didn't understand it till Van Hyle started breaking down the film, and then I realized, holy shit, we didn't even try. Those young guys on defense. Why would you not try? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I wish I had some answers for you. We're gonna, we're gonna get a. I'm thinking we're gonna get a new coach. I just don't know who it's gonna be. I don't know who we can afford. I don't know what kind of NIL money we have. Uh, well, look, we need a new athletic director. We need. We're stuck with JMI, by the way, guys. If that JMI thing doesn't work out, now I don't know. I mean, we're in trouble in basketball and football. I mean, you would think we'll be able to. Basketball, we only need several, 13 people on the roster. We can always have a good basketball team because it's only 13 players. In football, it's 85. Okay, as you can see, the backups aren't as good as the starters. Pathetic. Yeah, I'd be interested to talk to CJ Green's brother, Sam Green's brother, CJ. Sam Green's brother, CJ, is on this channel. AFIO, no news yet. No news at all. Yeah, AFIO, I don't know what that means. Does that mean they're going to keep him? Matt Jones, nobody knows. Matt Jones seems to think that we'll have a new coach going home for Christmas practice. Yeah, I mean, look, those kids just didn't think that game was important, and I don't know why. So I can't get in the head of a kid's making that much money. You're talking about, man. Remember when you were that young? Imagine if you're 20 years old and you're making, just even if you're only making $200,000 or $300,000, that'd be a lot of money. So quietness means no change. Well, maybe APO, because we got to hurry up because I mean, signing day. I mean, somebody's got to do something here. An exact opposite. Yeah, it could be the silence could mean that we are about to change, or it could mean, I mean, I don't know what it means. It seems to me if they were going to keep him, they would. Matt Jones said if they were going to keep him, they'd already announce it. So I'm thinking they're working out a deal to get rid of him. I think maybe they'll work out something. Brom had his guys inspired. Yes, they did, Jared. When one team comes to play and the other doesn't, it gets 41-0. Wildcat highlights. There won't be anybody at Kroger Field. Yeah, I mean, maybe not if they don't make a change. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the reason right there. Look, I feel sorry for Mark Stoops in a way. I mean, those kids fucking failed him big time. All they had to do was just, and don't even have to win the game. Just play close. I mean, don't get beat 41-0. And Cutter Boley, I'm tired of seeing Cutter Boley. I'm going to bring in Stone Saunders or somebody, that Ponatoski kid from Cincinnati, because that kid's got an arm and can throw the long ball. We need somebody who can throw the ball down the damn field. To Eastern Michigan yesterday. Oh, we'd have lost it. Well, yeah, if the kids were done, we would have lost to Eastern Michigan. I think Toledo ended up, did they win their conference? I think Toledo won yesterday. But anyway, you see our schedule for next year. We got a hard schedule. Jake, bowl games bowl games don't mean anything. Nobody's going to that's going to play in them, especially if they don't want to get hurt, right? Because they're making money. So yeah, bowl games don't mean only the playoff games mean something. Kentucky fan, if we get blown out in North Carolina. Okay, let's talk about basketball. Now that you brought that up, we'll switch gears to basketball. If we get blown out by North Carolina, I'm going to put some tape out tomorrow. They got a freshman, Wilson kid, who their center and their forward are their front court is the people who score on their team. And that kid Wilson, now that Caleb Wilson, okay, he's a freshman from Atlanta. He's a 5-star. He's dunking on everybody. I mean, this dude is good. I don't know who the hell is going to guard him because we're going to have to put our Garrison or Moreno on their big center. And I don't know who's going to guard this kid, Caleb Wilson. Because he's like 6'7", 6'8". Who the hell are we going to get to guard him? Yeah. Now they're not physical and they're streaky. They lost to Michigan State. They shot 4 of 23 from 3-point land. So maybe we'll catch them on a bad night. But they beat Kansas and they're good. If we are, man, listen, guys, if we're bad in basketball and football, that would be the worst case scenario. Very few times in my lifetime have we been bad at both. I mean, it's happened, but very few times. Yeah. Caleb Wilson, yeah, is a beast. That dude, I don't know who the hell we're going to put on him, to be honest with you. That dude is good. Jake, why does Stoops still have a job? Because they owe him money. What do you mean, dude? Because they owe him $37 million and they don't have the money to pay him off. That's why he still has a job. They're going to have to come up with, you know how much money that is? Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to come up with that money. And then when you do that, how the hell are you going to pay? How are you going to get Will Stein? I mean, don't you think Will Stein's going to want to get paid? Somebody's going to take him eventually. I mean, how are you going to get anybody good? And then you got to get players, and it's just going to set us back, guys. We're going to get set back for about four. We're going to just get ready for about a 4 or 5 year setback here. We got to blow this whole thing up. The athletic director, the way we recruit, the way we do NIL, everything's got to change. Jacob Tammy's on the board of trustees, I think, for the football team. So at least we got a football player on the board of trustees for football. So yeah, if Jacob Tammy's on there, at least we got a football player. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. It's not going to be an easy fix, guys. No, this is going to set us back years, and we've all seen it before. All of us that when Stoops first got here, we were what? We were 2-10, 2-10. We went 5-6. He got us to, I think, our 5th year. We won. We had a winning record. So we'll see. To pay $37 million. Well, that would be the board of trustees that signed off on that. Kentucky fan. Jake, how is Kentucky's football NIL situation bad? You mean, how is it bad? Because NIL wasn't in play when we were in 8-10 games. There wasn't NIL then. You didn't pay players. Players came to develop to go to the NFL, which is why Stoops was successful, was player development. You know how many players we got in the NFL right now? I mean, we sent our whole offensive line 1 year just about. Now it's not about, they don't care about getting to the NFL. They care about getting paid. This is what you got to have now. It's not about developing players. It's not about playing for your coach or your team, Ole Miss, LSU. Ask Barron Brown, ask Dane Key. Why do you think they went to Nebraska, LSU? Because of this right here. This is what will get us wins right here. This right here. Well, not this $100 or whatever it is. I think it's around $100. Not that, but a lot more than that. Hey, what's up, Myron Coleman? How you doing? Someone needs to make a decision about Barnhart. Well, I think he's going to leave, but man, we're going to have to get a good athletic director, guys. I don't know who. Matt Jones named 2 people that we might get. So, hey, Taylor Made's here. Barnhart won't fire Stoops, unfortunately. Well, it won't be up to him. It'll be up to the board of trustees. If they want to fire him, he'll be gone. I mean, he'll have some say in it, but look, it's going to come down to money. Do we want to buy another year? So the second year buyout, if we keep him 1 year, you guys know the second year buyout's $26 million. So let's say we kept him, and he'd probably win 4 or 5 to 6 games. Hey, the fact that you realize we were picked to come in 16th in the SEC, and we came in 11th. I mean, that's some. I mean, when I looked at that, I went, well, damn. We're not the worst team in the SEC. We're not the worst program. Okay, not right this second. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, so even if you keep Stoops for another year, the buyout next year is $26 million. So I don't know what you do at this point because I don't know how much money they have or they want to spend, and they will not release the numbers on NIL for football. So not to us. I'm sure the university knows obviously what they're spending. Now Vanderbilt's a private school; they don't have to release any numbers, but Mitch Barnhart chose not to release the numbers on football, which means what? They can't be good, right? That's what I kept saying. We can't be at the bottom of the league in NIL, but we are. So yeah, I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. I mean, if we get a coach tomorrow, I'll jump on here. I'm sure. Well, everybody will jump on here. I'll probably wait because KSR, everybody will jump on here. Look, it's got to come tomorrow. We got to know tomorrow. Are we keeping him? We'll know. We'll know by this 24 hours from now. We will know whether we're keeping him or not because they're going to have to say, Derek, what's up? At times has made some great decisions. Yes, he has. At times. Wildcat highlights. How many days do they have to make a decision? Wildcat highlight. It needs to come like as soon as possible. Like signing day starts. When does signing day start? Friday? Is that signing day or next Friday? It's either this Friday or next Friday is signing day. So yeah, they need to like tomorrow, like right now, if they can. If they're talking to Will Stein right now, they're trying to get a fax over as a contract. Do you want to bring it? It'd have to be so quick. Hey man, and then Will Stein would have to find a staff. He can't take Oregon's staff with him. He can't take everybody. He's going to have to find a defensive coordinator, and we're going to have to figure out what the hell we doing. And then, so yeah, maybe we'll keep him a year just to friggin' get the money together to do. We can fire him quickly. I don't want to fire him. I don't even know how to say this. If it's going to make it worse longer, maybe we keep him another year. I don't know. Just thinking out loud, and then pay him next year and get him the hell out of here. I don't know what we do. Nobody will show up anyway. So I don't know what we do, guys. Who would be a good head coach? Yeah, Will Stein. The CFB calendar is so broken. Yes, Jake, the calendar. Yeah, it's like you if you're in the playoffs, you're in the playoffs during signing day, and you got to go. How can you recruit players if you're going to a bowl or you going to the playoffs? It's messed up. Why do we have to sign players now? So we have to sign players now. And the one thing about losing the bowl game, guys, we can't practice. Not that we want to practice, because some of our guys, we need to get rid of a lot of these guys. And I would watch the damn film, and anybody that look, man, I would cut anybody. And there were players, because Van Hiles, I saw some of the numbers. I'm not even going to look at the roster and see who it was. There's some players we need to get rid of if they're going to not play hard. I'd watch that film back, and you're out of here. I'll take a walk-on that wants to try, like that running back for Louisville. I'll take a team full of walk-ons that want to try than a bunch of high-paid guys who freaking quit on you. I don't know about what you guys think. Taylor made. He's already recruiting JUCO players. Well, that guy, the JUCO guy, pulled out. If you guys didn't hear, he decommitted. I don't blame him. Yeah. So the one JUCO safety we got a commitment from already today decommitted. So yeah, that's bad news. Do you think Kiffin should have allowed? Man, Kiffin, look, guys, Kiffin's the epitome of what's going on right now. Okay, when you leave your team and you leave the community, all the people that paid you, when you're that bad of look, that dude's a bad person. He's a bad. I used to think he was cool and funny. No, dude, no. He's everything that's wrong with college sports. And that's going to get worse, guys. Players will quit now. Hell, if you're a player and you just walk out halfway through the year, just say, you know what, I quit. I'll go to another team next year. I mean, Lane Kiffin, why would you do that? Nobody that's a real man would do that to somebody. You got to be pretty evil. That's borderline evil right there, because you hurt people. You hurt the fans. You hurt the players. You hurt people in Mississippi. Why would you do that? You could have went to LSU when all this shit was over and made a deal with them. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what to think about Lane Kiffin. Yeah, but the SEC network loves that. SEC network's going to get a lot of mileage out of this. So the Fine Bombers will still support Lane Kiffin at LSU. And, I wouldn't play for him. Mark Moyers, Luckett and Roush, no more football than Matt Jones. I don't know about that. I don't think so, Mark. I would disagree with you on that. If you want to know somebody knows, go watch Van Hiles and Anthony White on The Locker, or Driving with Styles, Styles. Yeah, those guys know football. Okay, not the writers don't. No, Roush and Luckett will. Roush will admit out loud he does not know football, which blows my friggin' mind. So no, I don't know if I agree with you there. But I mean, look, they said that he said it himself. I don't know much about football, so I don't know. I'd go watch Van Hiles or Anthony White, or go over to Loyal BBN. They got some people that know a little bit about basketball and football. But no, guys, I see 40. Hey, thanks for coming here tonight. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I got North Carolina film coming out tomorrow. You're going to see Caleb Wilson. You're going to see how good their front court is. Our back court is our strength, and their front court is their strength. And I don't know who's going to guard Caleb Wilson, because he's the real deal. So yeah, we cannot lose in North Carolina in basketball. And Indiana's good, and Gonzaga's good. So Mark Pope has to figure it out. So we'll do basketball. Hey, I'll do basketball Tuesday night right here. I'll do a watch party for that game. I think it's a 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central game. Whatever time it is, we got to win that game. Mark Pope cannot. If we lose that game, man, we're starting to getting into, real big trouble here, because we start off the SEC schedule with Alabama. So no, we'll see. KSR does not know ball at all. Yeah, I mean, Matt Jones knows Matt Jones doesn't know X's and O's, but Matt Jones can break down a situation. He can give you the best measured, fair opinion as you're going to get. because he was an attorney. You can tell he's an attorney. He knows the NIL situation. He can explain all the Club Blue, all the JMI, all the what's going on. He can explain it better than anybody. So, out of all the media people, as far as explaining, I will listen to Matt Jones. But no, some of the writers on that site. No, I mean, I don't dislike them, but don't sit there. I mean, you cover the sport. I mean, learn the sport. They're just lazy. KSRs have information about it. That's about it. Yeah, yeah. Matt Jones knows. If Matt Jones says it, I believe it. And he says we're going to probably have a new coach. So I'm going to say we're probably going to have a new coach. This time tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about a new coach. Who will it be? I don't know. How fast can you get Will Stein on a plane and get him here to sign a contract, or whoever? Please don't take Dan Mullen. No, geez, don't take a retread. Some guy that Dan Mullen. I mean, stop it. But no. So we got basketball. I mean, we need to at least be good in basketball. So we'll do basketball on this channel, guys. I do basketball. If you haven't been here before, I'm going to do basketball. I don't know everything about the Zoom action and 5-out offense, but I know a little. And I can tell you, our defense is awful right now. Our interior defense, we do not have a rim protector, and I don't know who's going to stop these guys from North Carolina because their center and their forward are their leading scorers. Caleb Wilson averages 20 and 10 rebounds, and their center, who now name escapes me, averages 15. I mean, and we don't have anybody averaging 15. So Otega Owe, calling Otega Owe, hey man, wake up. There's another guy that we gave a lot of money to. He's going to NBA next year. He gets this no matter. He doesn't have to play good. Otega Owe don't have to do shit. He's getting this right here. You don't have to play good, guys. I mean, so I don't know what the answer is. I'm worried about basketball season. Yeah, I mean, Mark Pope, come on, brother. I know he knows analytics and he's a smart guy, so hopefully he can figure it out. Jason, is that Jaron Smith? What's up, Jaron? Kentucky isn't that good, and it sucks. Well, you mean at what, basketball? Football? You mean, Jaron? I mean, we will all agree with you on that. Jake, what's up, Jake? We need more college sports YouTubers like you. Well, look, there's a lot of channels that smaller channels that are good. Loyal BBN. That's one channel I would tell you guys to watch. Van Hiles and Anthony White, The Locker. There's those two guys played football. They'll tell you about John Gruden. Our players, they said they laugh, and Anthony White just laughs when people say John Gruden. If John Gruden came here, our players wouldn't last a week with John Gruden. I like him. I like Anthony White and Van Hiles. KSR knows ball. What are you talking about? What are you smoking? Okay, well, if they know ball, why do they say they don't know ball? Mark, damn, what's his name? Nick Rouse says he doesn't know football. He says it on all the time. I don't know football. And he said it himself, dude. Jaron, I don't think they're that good in basketball. Well, we're going to find out, Jaron. We're going to find out. Yeah, our defense needs to pick it up. KSR knows basketball. Yeah, I mean, look, they admit they don't know football. Hell, they admit that. Where the hell have I got that thing in here? Yeah, I mean, look, we're not going to sit here and talk about KSR, okay? But yeah, they admit they don't know basketball. I don't know what I did with it, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and debate KSR, but yeah, they admit they don't know basketball. So, I was looking. I had a video. Well, whatever I did with it. Anyway, KSR, yes, knows basketball. Yeah, I mean, well, look, Matt Jones, they love basketball. Basketball is the easier sport to know, guys. Football is not easy to know. There's offense, defense, special teams. Football, when I started this channel, I thought I knew a little bit about football. No. I watched John Gruden's channel. If you want to learn football, watch Van Hiles or either watch John Gruden. And man, you learn about techniques. And when we started playing, it was smart to switch from a 3-4 from a 4-3 to a 3-4. It just didn't work out the last game. Matt Jones said buyout money won't come from donors. I don't know, Anthony. I listened to him, but he did say he thinks we're going to have another coach. So I don't know what he meant by that, but I would listen to Matt Jones if I would listen to anybody. What's your score prediction for the Oh, Jake, for North Carolina, I'm going to say if we hit our threes, we beat them. Look, we've got to score 80 in the 80s to beat people. So, yeah, we need to get them 82-78 or something like that. We can't score in the 60s or in the 70s against good teams. They can go to the basket. Okay. That's what I'm worried about. We can't stop anybody going to the basket. Now, they're not a big, rough, and tough team, and they don't have a good bench. I think we beat them 82-77, something like that. I think if we hit our threes, we should beat them. Now, if we don't hit threes and we don't have a point guard that plays well, then all bets are off. We should win that game. Jake, you like Josh Pate? Now, I'm not a huge Josh Pate fan because, I mean, he admits it. He has biases and he doesn't like Kentucky because we're not in the good old. Yeah, Josh Pate's in the good old boy network. So now I'm not a huge Josh Pate fan. I mean, nice guy, nice looking young man, but no, he's in the good old boy network, and we're not in the good old boy network. So yeah, there's no sense listening to him because it's a waste of your time. He does like Mark Stoops, however. Michigan beat the Zags bad. Yeah, I saw that. Michigan beat Gonzaga by about 40 fine bombers. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, fine bombers are their own network of people, and they don't like Kentucky, and they'll never like Kentucky. So don't look for them for validation because you're not going to get it. So don't waste your time watching that shit because you're not going to get it. What the good old boy network is. The good old boy network is there's about, what, there's 16 teams. There's about, if you won a national championship or you're a Texas team, you're in the good old boy network. So like Georgia, who should be Alabama, Auburn, Texas A&M, Texas. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. LSU. There's about half the team. But if you haven't won, like Ole Miss is not in the good away network. They haven't won anything. South Carolina, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State. We're not in the good old boy network because we don't move the needle in football. We're just a little basketball school. That's what I mean by that. The good old boy network is people who get protected, like Auburn. Hugh Freeze sucked. They haven't had a winning season since 2021, but they'll cover for Hugh Freeze. They'll cover for John Summerall because that's Florida. They won't cover. Mark Stoops had one bad year and he had to go. Yeah, 7-6 is not good enough at Kentucky. It is for Vanderbilt. Now they went 7-6 last year. All I'm saying is no, we don't get treated fairly. That's what I mean when I say the good old boy network. There's a good old boy network. Just watch the SEC network. Hell, they use us for basketball, and I get it, but they sure as the hell don't give a shit about a bunch of teams, Arkansas or anybody like that. Tailor made money and championships make the good old boy network. Exactly. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we're not going to be in the playoffs. So yeah, so about what there's 16 teams. About 8 of them are in the network, and 8 of them aren't. And the ones that are, and by the way, that Carolina jackpot, guys. Let me change the subject for a second. Did anybody see Carolina jackpot's video? I feel sorry for that guy. He gets really emotional. He got real emotional on a video, the last video he did. Man, brother, got a lot of problems in life. Look, you cannot depend on college sports. If you're young and you're in here, do not depend on sports to make your life happy or sad. Or your whole life is gonna be like this. Like I like being a fan, but if they lose, I might be a little upset, but I ain't gonna sit here and cry or drink beer or get all drunk and stuff. I mean, my cat's back there sleeping. He really cares about the next coach, doesn't he? He's back there sleeping. He doesn't care who the next coach is, do you, buddy? So yeah, Auburn hasn't been relevant in years. No, but they'll always be in the good old boy network because they're Auburn. I was there. Look, man, I was there in the 80s. I get it. I understood the good. Even back then, I understood we were never in it. We've never been in it in football, and we never will be unless we win something. Taylor May. And unfortunately, when Kentucky basketball doesn't do good, I get upset the rest of the day. Well, one day is fine. Like if they lose to North Carolina, I'll be mad Tuesday night. I might get up the next minute, but I ain't gonna let it, affect your life, guys. Come on. This ain't life or death, okay? I mean, look, that's like letting a video game. I mean, I can understand being upset. Hey, the most upset I have ever been is the 38-1 team. When we lost to Wisconsin, I was upset for a couple of weeks. That was the worst loss in my fandom. Was not putting in the I forgot the people now we had on the team that he should taking out the twins and putting in Tyler Eulis and with other kid that could shoot. Yeah, that's the maddest I've ever been. Show not show stuff YouTube. Yeah, yes, Carolina Jackpot. Yes, that was personal. He was talking about his personal life. Yeah, listen, I feel sorry for the guy, but man, he was crying. Damn, that was hard for me to watch. Man, uh, yeah. I mean, look, I love sports, but yeah, come on, man. Uh, it ain't my money. I mean, what's up, Wildcat highlights? How are we favored by 8.5? Well, because North Carolina doesn't shoot threes very well, and they don't have a very deep bench, so we should be able to outscore them. I say the word should. They can pick and roll to the basket, as I will show you tomorrow's video, where I broke down some of the Michigan State game, and I'll show you, yeah, what they can do. Yeah, they can go to the basket, but they're not a great 3-point shooting team. I don't know how we're favored by that much. To be honest with you, tailor-made Kentucky basketball means more. Yeah, yeah. Kentucky basketball is Kentucky basketball. I mean, it's a way of life. It's if you were born in Kentucky, it's like a birthright. Matt Jones, didn't him starting that show was probably the best thing that happened. And then YouTube, and then you don't have to listen to the coach's call-in show. You don't have to read the Lexington Herald Leader. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch KSR. You can watch whatever you want. You can go listen to Josh Pate. You can watch him. I don't want to watch him, or I can watch whoever I want. You come on the internet and watch whatever you want and listen to whoever you want. That's the great thing about this is I'm going to come on 30 minutes before every football and basketball game and do my own pregame show. You can come in here and say whatever you want. You don't have to call into a show and wait to get on hold, and then maybe they'll take your call, or just come in here. We got a chat thread going. I can't read everything. Dealing with Dylan. Hey, what's up, Dylan? How you doing, brother? TaylorMade team that puts belt to ass against Purdue. Well, you know what? I think Purdue was fool's gold. Dealing with Dylan. What do you say to Kentuckians who love football more? Okay, now you're getting into my territory, Dylan, because I like football as much as I like basketball. Okay, always have. Always. I don't know why. Well, probably growing up as a kid, you know. You played baseball, football, basketball. Back in the day, it was baseball, football, basketball. They're talking about, by the way, I heard the Lakers trainer who just retired said that the reason people didn't get injured, basketball players back in the 80s and 90s and 70s, is because everybody played football. You played more than one sport, basketball, football, track. Now people only play one thing. But no, I don't know what I say to people who love football more. You're at the wrong school, because we're always going to be a basketball school. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, and I get it, and I agree with it. I don't like it, but I agree with it. That's who we are. Bear Bryant knew that. I mean, I got a Bear Bryant video, guys. If you go back in my archives, and I go over Bear Bryant for you, and I tell you why he left here. Go back in my archives and watch the Bear Bryant video. He coached here, the best coach we ever had, but he didn't stay here because he knew that Adolph Rupp in basketball would always be the number one thing. So I don't know what I say, except Dylan, except we just got to suck it up, because we're about to have about a couple bad years. I'm going to say 3 or 4 bad years. We're about to have 3 or 4 bad years. We're going to have to catch up in NIL. We're going to have to catch up in coaching. We're going to have to catch up in recruiting. It's not going to happen. With the 9 SEC games, we're about to go through the desert, brother. So everybody you might as well buckle up. You might as well suck it up, guys. If you're going to watch football, it ain't going to be fun for a couple of years. But you know what? We're going to do it anyway, by God, because we're football fans. And we still love Kentucky football. We like Tim Couch, Jerry Lorenz, and Andre Woodson, everybody we've had. So, yeah, all the teams, even Mark Stoops' teams, love those guys. Will Levis, Lynn Bowden. Come on, man. You can't just forget all that. So we're going to suck it up, and we're going to root for the next coach, whoever it is, and we're going to support them, and we're going to come in here, and there'll be people, and we're never going to be accepted by the SEC media. We're not in the Good Old Boy Network, and we never will be. So don't look for validation from those people, because you're not going to get it. They only picked us to win 2 games, 3-9 at the best. We still won. We wasn't going to win any SEC games. Josh paid everybody all the fine. No way. Well, we won 2. So we still did better than the 2 or 3 games. They had us listen to Toledo on the SEC podcast. I mean, come on, guys. Yeah. So we're going to suck it up and we're going to root for the next coach and the next quarterback and the next defensive and all the people that stay. We're going to root for them and we're going to watch the games and we're going to do what we can and we're going to try to have fun. But it won't be fun for a couple of years. But hopefully we'll get our way to fun. That's my hope. Stephen Johnson, yes. Our football schedule is brutal, Derek. Yeah, next season. Yeah. Ain't nobody can come in here. Look, ain't nobody can come in here and do anything. Stoops be gone. Yeah, I think so, Doug. Yeah, I think he's gone. Hey, Sacred Saitire or Saitire, however you say that. Bear Bryant, the AD broke a promise. He would give more money to help football. Probably. It sounds like damn. That sounds like today. If you're quoting that, I did not read that, but I believe it. Posse Stoops just arrested at Jeff Ruby's. Oh man, yeah, right. Yeah, I wish that were true, but no, it's not true. Dylan, as much as I love and respect Stoops, yeah, I mean, look, you look. They set him up to fail, guys. Come on. We spent all our money, most of our money on basketball. We didn't spend as much money as everybody else in football. What did you think was going to happen? Did you really think we were going to win more than 5 or 6 games? Hell, I thought if he won 6, he should be fucking coach of the year. I mean, come on, guys. Our roster, Bowling Green, New Mexico State. I mean, come on, guys. You ain't going. I mean, yeah, we got some people from Alabama, Kendrick Law, but look, we were not going to. He was set up to fail, and I feel sorry for him. And there's nothing he could do about it. So pay him his money, and we'll just call it. We'll just call it even, right? So let's pay him his money. Yeah, I don't know if I believe it, Posse. I don't. Why would you get arrested at Jeff Ruby's if you're Mark Stoops? If it's on KSR, I'll believe it. Okay, let's look on KSR. If it's on KSR, I will believe it. Yeah. KSR. If it's on there, I'll believe it. If it's not, I won't believe it. Let's look real quick. I just want to make sure. No, it's not on there. It's not on there yet. We got #1 seed in volleyball. Hey, we're good in volleyball. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. What's up, Blue Luke? Coaching cost us the Ole Miss and Texas game. Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It didn't cost us the Ole Miss game. They went down and they kicked the field goal. If they would have needed another touchdown, they could have got it. They got up by 10. They were up by 7. If you remember, it's 27-20. They drove down and they settled for a field goal. If they had wanted a touchdown, now the Texas game, yeah, we did try and throw it on 2nd down, but yeah, Texas was good. Turned out to be real good. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah, I don't see that, guys, on KSR. I'm not in Lexington. So I don't know if I believe that. But if you guys want to believe that, you can. If anybody finds out for sure, yeah, there's no reason for him to get arrested. Hell, why would he get that mad? Yeah, that's got to be fake. I'd be surprised if Mark Pope and Mark Stoops got arrested at Jeff Ruby's. That would be that would be a story. Yeah, that's the story I would put. Probably why I put a mint in my mouth here, guys. Yeah, but no, basketball. All right, guys, what do you think in basketball? I mean, if we don't win this, we got to win some of these games. I don't think Jalen Lowe comes back. I think if he comes back, they're going to hit him. He's going to get hurt. I'd hit him right on his shoulder. It was me. He's going to bang into him. I mean, I don't think we get Jalen Lowe back, and I think basketball season is going to be a little rough too. I hope I'm wrong. My girlfriend is an Ole Miss grad, Dylan says. She's about to remember what it's like to be a UK fan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who they're going to get to coach that team. I feel sorry for those people at Ole Miss. But Lane Kiffin, that's the example, guys. That's what it's about now. That's not flashing. This is what, if we want to win at football or basketball, any sport, you got to have this. Going to be hard to win at 2 sports. Going to be hard to win at 2 sports. Got to have plenty of this. Plenty of this. I mean, not in the SEC. To be good in football in our league, you got to spend a lot of money. And then there's still no guarantee. That you'll be good. So, big stretch of games coming up in basketball. Yes, Jared. Man, we got to figure out who the backup. I just wish we played Jasper Johnson as the backup point guard. I know he's a freshman. Just go on and play him as the backup because I don't know who else. I don't like Aberdeen as the point guard. I don't know. We don't have a point guard. And The defense has got to tighten up. Doug, they said Jalen Lowe is day to day. Yep. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know, Doug. We'll see. If he gets hit, look, if he comes back, he's going to get hit on that shoulder again. He needs surgery, from what I read. We'll see. Pete Golden is the new. Who is Pete Golden? Was he an offensive coordinator for Ole Miss? I don't know. Then just wish John Calipari had this roster. Dylan, well, I don't even know who's on John Calipari's roster. Uh, I mean, he would play all the young guys. He played Jasper Johnson, Posse. Lowe had. Well, we're not going to say that. Jake, what's up, Jake? Texas, they dropped 40 mil and lost 3 games. Right. Texas had the most expensive football roster, and they lost 3 games and they didn't make the playoffs. And Arch Manning was a bust. Think how they feel. They're talking about firing that guy. Would you get fired for Josh Heupel? Josh Heupel, they went 8-4. There's people that are calling for Josh Heupel. There's people protesting John Summerall at Florida, and whoever got hired at Arkansas, they're protesting him. There's like a student protest and a booster protest against whoever Arkansas hired, and there's people that don't like John Summerall in Florida. They didn't want him. So you never know. You never know. Oh, he was their defensive coordinator. Well, I hope he knows how to call plays. Man, I feel sorry for Ole Miss. I had the quarterback. I'd let him just call your own plays, dude. Do you remember the playbook? Heupel might be at Penn State. I mean, I don't know Josh Heupel. He might as well stay at Tennessee. Unless they, I say that if Penn State has a lot of this, they can talk him, hey, man, how'd you like to come to Penn State? Yeah, come on over here, Josh. Tennessee, I think, can match anything. I say that. Josh Heupel's a good coach. He had a bad year. I mean, geez, man, one bad year and you got to be fired. You cannot do that shit, okay? One bad year and you're fired. You're going to run out of money. Arkansas fans are stupid. Yeah, Golish. Yeah, they protested him. And then there's people that don't like John Summerall. Florida wanted, they wanted Lane Kiffin. They want a big name guy. They didn't want, some guy who wasn't proven. But we're about to find out about John Summerall. I hope he does well. Heupel is a damn good coach. I agree, Jared. I've always liked Josh Heupel. I wish they would I hope he goes to Penn State because they keep kicking our ass. And I hope he goes to Penn State. I was hoping he'd go to Oklahoma. Yeah, as a Kentucky fan, man, I hope he leaves because we sure as hell can't beat him. Yeah. It's hard to win in the SEC. All bad, they'll be fired in 3 years. All bad hires will be fired in 3 years. Wildcat highlights. That's going to cost a lot of money. If you keep doing that over a decade, you're in trouble. So, had 2 bad years. Yeah, I mean 7-6. We were complaining about 7-6. Man, come on, man. 7-6 is a good record here. Yeah, Auburn, Jake. Fake fans don't remember. Oh, the dark days. Oh, yeah. Well, I do. Yeah, 1-10, 0-10-1, 2-9, 2-10. Yeah. Dougie, boosters and donors hire presidents are in the meeting about Mark Stoops' future. That's what Matt Jones reported. Good. Yeah, Mitch isn't a voting member, right? That's what Matt Jones said. So Mitch doesn't have a vote anyway. So good. He needs to stay at the volleyball game. But yeah, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. Alabama's not dominant. No, not anymore, Posse. Going to be hard to be dominant unless you're in the ACC. Ohio State can dominate in the Big Ten. Yeah, the dark days. Yeah, Dylan, we had a lot of dark days. Yeah, I mean, if we won 7 games, holy cow, that was a heck of a year. Now we win 7 games and people complain. Yeah, I don't see us winning 10 games anytime soon. First thing we got to do is get a coach in here and get the money situation. It's going to take years, guys. Look, this ain't going to be an easy fix. So just buckle up. If you're just getting in here, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Please subscribe to my channel. I do lives. I'm going to do basketball. Obviously, I do football. I have a basketball section of the channel. If you just like basketball, which listen, guys, a lot of our fans don't even care about football. Okay. Most of my friends are just basketball. They don't even care about football. I do. You guys do because you're in here. But yeah, we'll do basketball. So the games that my work schedule permits, you know, I will do, you know, we'll do live chats during the basketball games, and we'll talk about basketball, and hopefully we will be good in basketball, because if we are not good in basketball and we just went through this in football, that will be a shitty winter, guys. It'll be a long cold winter if we're bad in basketball. Stoops just here for the money. Well, I don't know about that, posse. I think Stoops, I mean, at the time we paid him, I understand all of it, but I liked him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Louisville loss, the players just quit. I don't get it. I don't understand why they just quit. I remember as a Vol fan, we were bad. We always beat Kentucky. Yeah, well, correct. We've only beaten you. Stoops only got you twice, and Joker. So we only beat you 3 times in the last 25 years. So yeah, so yeah, we don't get Tennessee very often in football. But Stoops broke that. Stoops broke the Tennessee. He broke the Florida. I mean, he broke so much stuff, guys. We beat LSU. We beat the crap out of some people. I mean, we had some good years. It's just that those days are over, because that's pre NIL. Oh yeah, Stoops loves Kentucky, Jake. Oh yeah, yeah, he's miserable. Come on, yeah. I'm a football guy. You love Stoops? Yeah, I like Stoops too. I mean, he did a good job, but in the NIL world, I don't know what you do to make kids play. They're either going to play good or they're not. Hell, your coach could leave. If we get Will Stein and somebody comes along and says, "Hey, we want him," they'll just take him, right? I mean, let's say we get a coach we like, Will Stein. Oh my God, it's great. After 2 years, Ohio State or somebody comes along, "Hey, come with me." He's gone. So yeah, I mean, it takes money to make money, I guess. There won't be any more guarantees with players. You can sign a player out of high 5 star, or you can get a great player from a Tennessee. That doesn't mean he's going to play hard for you. You know, it's a business now, guys. They're employees. I want you to think of it like that. They're working for you. They don't have to work hard. They're still going to get paid, right? So they don't have to work hard. How do you get them to work hard? I guess you just ask them, "Hey, would you please work hard? We're playing Louisville." No, no, I'm not working hard. So if you're just getting in here, Van Hiles has a channel called Driving with Styles, Styles. Van Hiles played football, and he broke down the Louisville game, and I just watched the defensive breakdown. Our players didn't even try, just quit. Didn't even. Well, they didn't quit. They didn't even show up. They didn't even try. They weren't where they were supposed to be. They didn't run. They didn't chase anybody. They just jogged. They didn't do their assignments correctly. They just disengaged. weren't didn't care about that game. Whereas we all thought, well, damn, they're going to care about this game, right? No, they didn't. Why? And those are a lot of backups that were playing. So they got paid their money, their game check, and I wouldn't take a lot of those guys back. I'd watch that film and I'd get rid of some of those guys. If you quit, I don't want you on the team. Jake, Kentucky, if they invested, they could be a sleeping giant. Well, yeah, if you invest enough money, you can. That's the name of the game. You got a chance. $40 million is what Texas spent on their roster. We did not spend anywhere near that. By the way, if you do the math, we spent 22 or 20 supposedly on basketball. So that means we spent about 20 on football. Yeah. So Georgia. What Ken? He helped continue the Georgia. Hasn't beat Georgia. Right. No, that was Rich Brooks. Last time we beat Georgia was like 2006. That was Rich Brooks. Georgia's a Kirby Smart's a tough one to crack. Posse. Anybody think Stoops would have A&M? Yeah, well, they were talking about Elko and A&M. If you give Stoops that much money and that kind of player, Elko's not that great of a coach, but they gave him the money and the players. Mark Stoops probably would have did pretty well there. The Texas high school players, I'm sure they wouldn't quit. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. We just don't have a lot of high school players in Kentucky. A handful of players that can play in SEC every year is not good. We got to go get people. We got to go buy people. I don't know. Jake, nobody beats Georgia. Well, that's true except for Alabama. Dougie, what's up, Dougie? Back then, there's no NIL. Yes, that's why Stoops did great, because he developed players. We had a culture. People don't come here for the culture. They don't come here to go to the NFL, develop. They come here to make money, and if they're good enough, they're going to go to the NFL. That's true. Dan Mullen. I don't want to see Dan Mullen. Notre Dame kicked Georgia's ass. They did last year, Posse. They got him. They got him last year, but they won't get him this year. Notre Dame won't get him. Georgia's defense is pretty good. It's just, we'll see what happens with their quarterback. I like Gunnar Stockton, but yeah, we'll see what they do in the playoffs because they're going to play somebody good. Well, they're going to play an SEC championship game, right? Want to beat Georgia and Texas A&M. So for the league, and somebody's not going to get in. Alabama's not. Vanderbilt's not going to get in. Alabama. When we went to this 9th game, we sold out. See, we sold out the playoffs for money. The SEC, all those teams get an extra 10. It's either $10 or $20 million for that 9th game. They all took the money because that money affects everybody. The losses, not going to the national championship, that only affects one school. So Brian Hartline about to win 2 championships with middle of the road transfer quarterbacks. Well, I'd take Brian Hartline. At this point, we ain't gonna look. We're not gonna have a lot of choices. Okay, there's so many teams changing. Michigan State fired their coach right this weekend. There's so many people looking for coaches. Just take some young guy. I don't know what the answer is, guys. Indiana, yeah, they invested in football for a couple of years, and they don't play Ohio State, and they got the 58th ranked schedule. I don't dislike them, but yeah, last year their strength of schedule was 80th, and this year it's 58th. So yeah, you're not playing, our schedule, which they would do better than we did. But yeah, we'll see what they do when they play Ohio State. Let's just see what they do then. Vandergrift, do you realize Vandergrift was a 5-star, and he quit football. He really quit halfway through the year. He just quit football as a 5-star. So yeah, we did. We took Vandergrift over Will Howard. Well, back then that was the great thing. I thought that's the greatest thing we've ever done. Brought Vandergrift 5-star. How many 5-star quarterbacks we've had? Come on. And he was Georgia and Kirby Smart, and yeah, he's just as good as not Stockton, but the other quarterback that left. So I don't know. All right, we got 56 people here, guys. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Please feel free to like and subscribe. We are going to do basketball. We're going to do football. Obviously, we're going to do basketball now. So I do basketball and football. And I have a basketball section on the channel. If you don't like football, Black Mount Creek, Colin Klein, or Nick Sheridan would suffice. I don't know who they are, but if you're willing to come here and deal with this shit, I already like you. I already like the coach no matter who it is. I got to be honest with you guys. You're going to come here with something that just fucking blew up, and it's just a big pile of garbage, and you got to, sift through it and try to make a team. I already like whoever's coming here. I already like them. Cutter stays, Stoops leaves. I don't know. Sacred. I don't know if Cutter stays. Look, I don't know if he's an SEC quarterback. I got to be honest with you. I'm not impressed with him. I thought his arm would be better by now. I don't know. JMU coach would be great. Yeah, I would take him. Texas A&M offensive coordinator, Alabama offensive coordinator, Alabama defensive coordinator was mentioned. I'll take any coordinator. I'll take you. Cutter is close to Mike Hartline. I like Cutter, but man, he's just not developing at the rate he needs to develop. He looks at the blitz. He looks at the blitz and does not see the field. There's people wide open, as Van Hiles will point out if you go over his channel and watch the breakdown. There's people wide ass open standing there, and he's looking at them, but he's not seeing them. I don't know what that. I'm not a quarterback, so I don't know. I don't know about Cutter Bowley. I'd open it up, no matter who the coach is. If we get Will Stein, there's no way in hell Cutter Bowley can run that spread offense because you got to run, and you got to be fast, and you got to think fast, and you got to throw quick. Yeah, I'd get Ponatoski. I'd give everybody Stone Saunders. I'd open it up next year. I like Cutter Bowley. 3 years. Yeah, I don't know how much better he can get because he sure hasn't gotten any better in the year and plus that he has. Most people think Cutter has a lot of upside. I don't know, Posse. I'm waiting for it. I keep thinking he has a lot of upside, but man, I don't know. From A&M and Alabama have lights out this year.
I'll take Alabama or Texas A&M's offensive or defensive coordinator. Jake, maybe we could bring in our backup, Jake Merlinker. He's a former four-star. Look, I would let everybody try out every position. If I'm a new coach, hell, there just no starters. I mean, that's the way you got to do it. We'll pass on Jake Merklinger, said the Wildcat highlights. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Because we have Ponatoski. That dude's got an arm. Cutter has the right personality to be great. Yes, Posse, I do like him. He's a nice kid. He's a Kentucky boy. However, I'm not seeing what I need to see from him. I don't know. He has trouble with the deep ball. He was starting to make sideline throws, and then they adjusted. Like the defense has adjusted and took that away, and then now he can't throw in the middle. I don't understand it. We'll see. Ponatoski is a baseball player. Yeah, and he has a heck of an arm, Posse. A heck of an arm. I think I have a video of him. Yeah, I think I do. And he's not that big of a guy, but man, he throws the rope. He throws the damn ball, a dart. I mean, he's going to be a good quarterback for somebody. I hope it's us. Al Bundy says Blue Luke. He throws in double coverage like crazy. Yeah, our guy does. If you're talking about Cutter Belly, yeah, and he doesn't see people that are running across right in front of your face. He is looking at the blitz, and I don't know. He will not get rid of the ball. So I don't, I don't know. We'll see. I'd keep him. Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of him. Says Sacred. Dougie, Matt Pontoski is both football. Yeah, I'd let him play baseball. He can play anything he wants. Cutter doesn't make his layups. I think that's a good point. Black Mount Creek. You're right. He misses too many easy throws. That's exactly what I've been trying to say. Yeah, he misses easy throws. And then there's people open and he doesn't throw it to them. You're right. He misses layups if you're going to, as a basketball player. He misses too many easy throws. Wildcat, I like to Boo Carter. Well, Boo Carter, I don't know, man, about Boo Carter Wildcat. He's good, but he messed up. He didn't want to play for Tennessee, so I don't know how if he's a head case or what. Have we been going an hour and 15 minutes? Man, time is flying, guys. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. I don't know who the coach is. If you came on here to, evidently we're going to get a new coach. That's all Matt Jones said on KSR, and if he said it, I believe it. Well, he said we're probably going to get a new coach. They're going to have to announce it soon, guys. I mean, look, if Mark Stoops is coming back, you got to put it out there tomorrow. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes right now. There's all kinds of rumors. I'm sure there's phone calls. Everybody keep checking KSR. They'll probably announce it first. One summer, and you think you can get us at least 6 wins? Well, that would be good with our schedule. A sacred, Jake, Alex, you could. Yeah, some people care about themselves. That's true. Posse, should we wear blue helmets on the road? Maybe Cutter sees a feel better. I don't know, dude. I don't know what we should wear. Does he need glasses? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I just don't think he sees he's about a half second too slow on everything. And he doesn't make the easy throws, as someone pointed out up there. Yes, he does not make the easy throws. So yes, as at Black Mount Creek pointed out, he misses easy throws, and he doesn't throw the ball to somebody who's wide open. So I don't know what you do with him. Kentucky has some of the best uniforms in college football. I think so. I mean, we look good when we get our ass kicked, don't we? Chrome helmets, like, man, they look really good. Damn, it's 41-0. Yeah, we look really good chasing people. Chad, what's up, Chad? Jeff Drummond reporting Stoops is fired. Well, if Jeff Drummond's reporting it, I would believe it. Chad, if I like Jeff Drummond, by the way. Now that guy knows football. He doesn't run his mouth. He just puts it on his website. I like him. Yes, Will Stein's dad. Yeah, I heard Will Stein wants to come here. However, whoever we get, I already like him. What's up, Jackson? On Stoops being gone. Well, they're just saying he's gone. Jackson, somebody's saying that Jeff Drummond is reporting Stoops is fired. Somebody Google Stoops is fired. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, look, he's not going to stay, Jackson. I mean, I think we'll buy him out. I think he wants to go, but they're going to have to give him his money. I mean,
Fired. I'm just gonna type in not fillet, fired, not Stoops fillet. We don't. I'm not eating them. Zero. I don't see anything yet. If somebody's reporting it, it's not okay. It's not on Sea of Blue. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Somebody had him reported as getting arrested for public intoxication at Jeff Ruby. That was my favorite one. He's in jail right now. We gotta go bail him out. He got in trouble at Jeff Ruby's. I'd rather have Heartline. Well, I mean, right now, like I said, whoever we get, I like it. Don't see anything on Twitter. Okay, Wildcat Highlights said, yeah, don't believe anything. Where did Drummond say that? You got to tell me where he said it, Jared, or whoever said that. Chad. Did he say it on X or, you know? I like Jeff Drummond. I like John Hale. There's some good media people. So yeah, there's some good ones. There's some bad ones, but there's some good ones. But if it's on KSR, I'll believe it. But no, look, they're going to have to make a decision quickly because we don't have time. We don't have time to mess around. Yeah, so I imagine by in the morning, it's time tomorrow night, we will know for sure. If Stoops comes back having 9 SEC games, well, no, we're not going to see a bowl game no matter who comes here for a while. Okay, just get that out of your head. We're not going to have the money if we buy his ass out for $37 million. We're going to have to come up with a lot of money, and I don't know if we got it. So I don't know. I don't think we won't see a bowl game for a while. Like I said, I think it's going to be bad for a couple of years. Nothing about that being fired. Yeah, I mean, look, it'll come out official. I think there'll be all kinds of rumors. Maybe they keep him. Hell, I don't know. The buyout next year is $26 million. So, I don't know. Saying sources, he's out. Okay, well, if men of KSR, I believe it. I mean, hell, I could say that right now. You'd believe it, right? I don't think he's going to stay. So yeah, you know what? I'm saying it right now. He's out. I'm reporting it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any sources. I mean, that's pretty obvious. He's going to be out. I mean, I would think you would try and get him out. But yeah, good. Not official. Done deal. Done deal. Wildcat highlights. Okay, where's it at? All right. Breaking news. Mark Stoops has been fired. Tom at Kentucky Football Nation has just said Mark Stoops is reportedly fired. Lawyers are sorting out how much he's owed. Well, I can tell you how much he's owed. All of it. 37. We know how much he's owed. How they're going to pay him. Okay. If it's out, if it's a done deal, is it on KSR? Let's look at KSR. I trust it if it's on KSR. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it before anybody. I'm going to report that he's fired, just on the hopes that I'm right, like I would know. Here we go. Resolution on Mark Stoops' future could come tonight. Just breaking on KSR. Okay, here we go, guys. Clarity is imminent. Mark Stoops' future. Oh, Matt Jones is reporting. Well, now I believe it. We're about to find out. The individuals who are making the decision is whether Mark Stoops will be retained are meeting as we speak. So as we speak is right now. When the meeting started, there was no final decision yet. Okay, there hadn't been a final decision. So they're meeting. There is not a final. Signing day is Wednesday? Signing day is Wednesday. Wednesday? Well, who put that as Wednesday? Okay, well, signing day is Wednesday. Okay, so they're meeting as we speak, and there has not been a decision. I guess that's what this means. But it could come tonight after the meeting, right? So there you go. He's not fired yet. Sorry, not yet. They're talking about it. They're talking about it. Okay, sorry. Like they're meeting. This is where you can't see that. Never mind. That's too live. Anyway, they're talking about it right now. How can we fire this guy? So yeah, look, he's gonna go. Okay, they'll come up with the money. Chris Bazamore has tweeted out that Stoops has been fired. Okay, well, at Black Creek Mountain, they're evidently, if the meeting's over, and Matt Jones just posted that the meeting is not over yet, but maybe it is over. If it's over, then hey, then he's fired. So there you go. But KSR is not. They're saying that the meeting is going on as we speak, and we're speaking, right? So, look, I'm sure they're gonna. If you're having a meeting, you're buying them out, right? I mean, you're not. But the resolution could come tonight. So
Here we go. So I believe anything. Let's just go with it. Who are we getting to replace him? I have no idea. Alan Kane. That's a good question. Whoever he is, I like him. Because if you would come here and put up with this shit, I would, mostly a basketball school. I already like you. Hey, Phil, what's up, brother? I've seen a single fire report. They're saying that they're meeting right now. After this meeting's over tonight, they're going to say, evidently, I'm sure Mitch Barnhart will come out and put out a statement. Okay. So it's going to come. So we'll just sit here for a minute. Let's stay on for a little while and see what happens. And we'll all see him get fired together. Wouldn't be some shit if they said, no, 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 he's coming back. We'd be like, well, I ain't going to curse. Well, yeah, fuck. Hopefully we won't see that. It's official, says Joe. Well, Joe, where are you getting it's official from, brother? I mean, what does that mean it's official? I say he's fired, so therefore it's official. I'm saying he's fired. Everybody say Kentucky Football Nation is reporting Mark Stoops has been fired. Everybody tweet that out. I don't even have an X account. I should get one. Who said it? I mean, look, it's on KSR board. Well, look, KSR board. I mean, it's not on their regular site, so it should be on their main site. The main site, which they just posted this 41 minutes ago, and it says 41 minutes ago that the meeting is right now. So they're meeting to come up with a resolution. That don't mean he's fired yet. So they're meeting to talk about it. So they're talking about it right now. Pete Thamel, I don't know if I believe him, but look, it's not official yet. It's coming. It's coming. Billy Clyde Gillespie's coming back. You know what? Billy Clyde coaches at Tarleton. Guys, if you want to see a sad sight, go on ESPN Plus and watch Tarleton basketball team. I like Billy Gillespie, but man, he looks battered. He looks tired. Yeah, I mean, look, he's going to be gone. It's not official yet. Okay. I went to when it comes on KSR 41 minutes ago, they're in the meeting right now, is what they're saying, is what KSR is reporting. It'd be easy to say he's fired. Hell, they're in the meeting. They're probably figuring out. So that means they called somebody. Somebody's took the job, guys. If they're firing him, then whoever that person is, signing day is Wednesday. Hurry up and get here. Get your staff. Get a defense coordinator. Get a linebacker coach. Get a special teams coach. We got to hurry up. Now we're going to have to pay all those people. So you realize we have to pay off all the old staff. It ain't just Mark Stoops. We're going to fire Brad White and Bush Ham. We have to pay all those people. And then we're paying all the people coming in. That's a lot of money. That's a lot. I like him already. Whoever he is. All right, guys. I'm Thomas, Kentucky Football Nation. We're waiting the announcement. I'm going to stay on here a little while now since they said that the board meeting is going on right as we speak. As KSR reported 40 minutes ago, that they're coming up. They're going to come out of this meeting, and hopefully an announcement will come here shortly on what happened. So we're going to stay on here for a little bit, and I'm going to keep refreshing this. And hopefully they will make an announcement. I don't know if they will announce who the new coach is. However, I would wait till tomorrow to do. I guess I would wait till tomorrow. I mean, or maybe they already got a coach. Allen didn't even score a point. Yep, they didn't even try. Like if you're just getting in here, Van Hiles, driving with Styles, Styles, broke down the game film. I just watched the defensive breakdown from the Louisville game. Guys didn't even try. They didn't. They were jogging. They didn't try to tackle. They were never cared about that game. That's what made me mad. Is I would watch the film and he was showing players, and I'm not going to call out any names, but I sure as hell could. Half the people that were on our defense didn't even care about being out there, and that pissed me off watching that film. So yeah, if you want to go see what happened and who to get mad at, which at this point it doesn't matter. I don't know who will lose. We'll see. Like on defense, I'd like to keep Humphrey Grace. There's some people I'd like to keep. So I don't know who will lose. We'll see what happens. No confirmation, ESPN. Yeah, they're in the meeting right now. McGowan couldn't carry Kentucky on his back. No, that was true. I can't say your name, GTA. I'll just call you by your last three initials, GTA. Seth McGowan's a good player, but yeah, he can't do everything. And Dowdell is a good in pass protection. I like Dowdell. He had 270-yard runs, so we still got Patterson. So we got some good players. I just don't know who will stay and who will go. Okay, because some of those guys that I watched on that defense, uh, I'm not going to name names, who are not starters, who filled in, didn't even try. I wouldn't even take them back. He's gone. Pete Thamel and Chris Lowe reported it. Everybody's reporting it, dude. Like I said, I'm going to report it. Now, everybody go tweet on your own right now. There's 81 people in here. Everybody go on your social media and you tweet out Kentucky Football Nation is reporting that Mark Stoops is fired. Do that. I don't have X. Do that for me. I'm saying it right now. I don't have any. No, I know they're in a meeting. That's all I know. If they're meeting, he's got to be fired, right? I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know where people are getting their sources from. People are just saying that shit. If I had, I would. Okay, here's something that just came out 5 minutes ago. Kentucky expected to fire Mark Stoops. Breaking news. I'm going to read it to you. Mark Stoops is reported being relieved of his duties as the Wildcats. ESPN's Pete Thamel broke. The process will formally play out tomorrow, so it's not going to come tonight. Okay, Stoops' buyout is $38 million due within 60 days. They're going to have to pay it. So yeah, okay. So blah 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 blah. The former doesn't say who our next coach is going to be. Okay, so the only thing it says is this is going to play out tomorrow. So he's being officially relieved of his duties. He'll be officially fired tomorrow, and then we're going to name a new head football coach. Okay, well there you go. Breaking news to KSR. He is out. Mark Stoops is out. Okay, there you go, everybody. I don't have any party favors. I don't have anything to throw. Yay! Mark Stoops is gone. Okay, all we need is more of this, right? If we can get another coach. Just keep printing money. We just need our own. We have Fort Knox nearby. Somebody go to Fort Knox, get a loan, borrow some money. Let's print some money up. That's illegal. Don't do that. I'll get kicked off of YouTube. That's a joke. Don't print up any money. But if we have more of this right here, we can get a coach. We can get players. There you go. Everybody celebrate. Look, I'm sad. I like Mark Stoops. He did a good job. They didn't help him out. They set his ass up to fail, and he failed. And, for him to win, if we would have won 6 games, hell, that guy should have been coach of the damn year with the roster from players that we had. But, yeah, it's time. Yeah, I'm going to miss him. Yeah, they should build a statue to his ass. I hope we get Will Stein. But if we do, Cutter Bowley will not be the quarterback. Because you might go on YouTube and type in Will Stein offense, and you watch the quarterback. He's got to be athletic. He's got to run and make decisions and throw. There's no way Cutter Bowley could do that offense. So we're going to have to come up with a quarterback who can, because you got to be able to run. And, I mean, you got to be a fast runner. I'm not saying he's slow, but the Vols got their butts handed to them. Yeah, Tony, I saw that. Man, Diego Pavi is the real deal. Yeah, he lost. Look, all good things must come to an end. Right, guys? As I'm sitting here making noise, chewing on my mint. How rude. How rude of me. All good things must come to an end. Yeah. I worked in politics for many years. I worked in both parties, by the way. I was a free agent. All political campaigns end in failure because eventually you're going to lose. Coaches don't stay somewhere forever. So that was the saying in politics. Eventually you are going to fail because you're going to get beat. So I was with someone that won 5 times, and she did not get beat. She stepped away. That was the only time. Yeah, he was the best coach in our lifetime, Alan. Yes, he was. He was. I don't think we're going to get somebody. Look, NIL, look, I'm going to tell you again, guys. It's not about the coach. It's not about Kentucky. It's not about Florida. It's not about John Summerall. It's not about, Lane Kiffin. The kids play for this now. They don't care what the name is. They don't care they care about this. I'll play for this, but I don't give a damn. And I may play hard and I may not play hard because I'm going to get a game check. Look, it's a business, guys. The players are employees. Get that through your head. If you don't learn anything from this channel, these are multi-million-dollar corporate. We are a multi-million-dollar corporation. Our football team, our basketball team, multi-million-dollar corporation. It's about the money. Those kids are going to get paid and they're going to get game check. And OA does not have to play hard. And I'm not saying, I'm just using him as an example. I'm just saying, I don't have to play hard. I'm going to get this no matter what. So that's the new sports, guys. Lane Kiffin proved it to you. left his team, didn't give a damn about anything but himself. You got to be a cruel, cold-hearted son of a bitch to leave your fucking team that's going to the playoffs. But they'll do it. And if we get Will Stein and a year into the contract, somebody wants him, Ohio State wants him, or they'll take his ass. So look, same thing. We're having problems getting 5-star basketball players out of high school. Why? Because we need money. They're playing for money. They're not playing for Kentucky because it's Kentucky basketball. That doesn't exist anymore. So get that out of your head. Okay, we all got to change. Everything is changing now. Technology, AI. Well, sports has changed now. It's about the money. And it's a shame because I enjoyed it when it was about competition. I enjoyed it when we cheated behind the scenes. I enjoyed it when we were mailing money orders, Hal Mummies, whoever the hell in the football team was mailing money orders to players from the Lexington post office like a dumbass and got caught cheating. Can't you drive to Louisville and mail them from? Why would you mail players? You're on the football staff and you go to the post office in Lexington. Yeah, I'd like a $2,000 money order. I'd like 6 $2,000 money orders. And come on, man. Who was that guy? Somebody give me his name. You just gotta laugh, man. Why you couldn't drive to another post office? You did it. You fucking went to the post office in Lexington where people are at as a football coach, and you did money orders and sent them. Yeah, I'd like to send this to Arizona. I'd like to send this one to Nebraska. I wish I could remember that guy's name on Hal Mummy's staff. Oh my God, that was funny. That was not funny, but that was funny. You got to be lazy not to go. Drive to fucking Nicholasville or somewhere. Don't do it from the damn Lexington post office. Oh my God. All right. Bonuses, performance. Yes. GTA. Yeah, everything's going to be based off performances, and everybody's going to get paid. And then if they don't get to play, then they'll leave. Every year, you got to keep your own roster. As soon as the season's over, the first thing you got to do is you got signing day on Wednesday. So Monday, you have to get your players that are coming back, and you have to get them signed. And then you have to go get high school players. Then you have to. It's just we got to have a general manager. The coach just needs to coach. The coach cannot worry about contracts. You got to run this like it's the Cincinnati Bengals. We need a general manager. We need finance people. We need marketing. We need a whole team full of people. We had 50 people on, I think I saw on the football staff. We need 150. We need people. So, yeah, money is ruining sports. Yes, it is, Alan. AFO, of course, Barnhart, late to the party. Well, yeah, he's not a voting member, AFO, on that board that they're talking about. So, all right, so Mark Stoops is fired, guys. If you just getting in here, Mark Stoops is gone. Good coach, best one of my lifetime, yeah. So it's a shame, but look, all good things must come to an end. Let's get somebody else in here. I hope it's Will Stein. Matt Jones seems to think it might be Will Stein. I would like to see that offense. I don't know how many games we could win, but yeah, it would be exciting watching us getting our ass kicked. Yeah, thanks for the memories, Mark. Says Warts. Derek. Claude Bassett. Yes, Claude Bassett was the coach who I still can't believe that. I want you guys who are young to think about this. We had a great football coach here named Hal Mummy who brought the air raid. One of his coaches, Claude Bassett, we were paying players, okay? Everybody knew we were paying players, okay, for football. Because all of a sudden we sucked in football, and all of a sudden we got real good, and we got really good players all of a sudden. But yeah, Claude Bassett was going, and he was sending money orders to high school players. The only thing is, he was going to a Lexington post office where they know who Claude Bassett is, and he's getting money orders and mailing them out to players from a Lexington post office. Why the hell would you do that? I guess, wouldn't you just drive to Louisville or go to some Elizabethtown, Nicholasville, I don't know, come over to Owensboro? But sure as the hell, don't go to the post office for somebody. That's Claude Bassett. I wonder why he asked for 6 $5,000 money orders. Come on, man. Think if you're going to cheat. See, we weren't good at cheating. We weren't good at it. Alabama never got caught cheating. And let me tell you a story, guys. I'll tell you a story real quick. We got caught basketball cheating, and our own media turned us in. So I was in Montgomery, Alabama when we got put on probation.
And a guy told me down there that will never happen here with Alabama and Auburn football, where the media would turn them in. And I said, "Wow, you don't think a reporter would turn you guys in for cheating?" And he said, "No, because he would be dead." And he was dead serious. I mean, he was dead serious that he would be dead. He was the media would never do that down there, is what he was telling me. Is yeah, somebody would disappear. Our media turned us in twice. So they turned us in on the basketball and they turned us in on the football. So I remember when the basketball program got put on censor. Yep, GTA in the 90s. Yep, Coach P fixed it. Yep, Coach Patino came in quickly. Basketball, you only need 5 players, guys. Football, you got to have 85 players. You got to have backups because somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get tired. Somebody's going to get. You got to have 22 on offense to 22 on defense. You got special teams. I mean, you have got to fill those 85 scholarships with as many, not 3 stars, with as many 4 stars and great players as you can get. So, whoever our coach is about the media in Lexington, yeah, I know I am worse. Yeah, our own media will turn us in. That doesn't happen anywhere else, by the way. Just here. That's how dumb we are. Yeah. I hope it was a good story. I lost my train of thought. Do you think Cal ever paid players at Kentucky? Jake, I think it's highly possible. I think everybody got paid. I know back in the day, Dwayne Robertson. Does anybody remember Dwayne Robertson, a lineman that played for Hal Mumme? I think he played in the early 2000s. He went to the Jets. He was like the 5th or 6th pick taken. He was one of the top linemen in the country, and he came to Kentucky. I met a guy in Princeton, Kentucky, who said, I put $50,000 in a rental car and drove it to Dwayne Robertson's high school coach in Memphis. This guy told me he did this for Joby Hall. He did this for Al Mumme. He said, my job is I don't talk to the coach, or I don't talk to the family. I don't see the player. He's dead now. He said, my job was to get in a rental car, take the money, take it to the high school coach. He said, I did it for basketball. I did it for Western. I did it for Louisville. I did it for Kentucky. So this dude that I talked to, who had a lot of memorabilia and could back up his stories, said, hey, I used to deliver money for people. So yeah, we cheated. Everybody cheated. Bobby Knight cheated. They were wearing Adidas. Stop it. Everybody cheated. Come on, man. You just didn't get caught unless you're media. Like us, our own media told on us. That won't happen anywhere else. They fired him. Yes. Yes. If you're just getting here, breaking news. Kentucky Football Nation. Tom is reporting Mark Stoops is fired. It will be official tomorrow. He has been relieved of his duties tonight. He is gone. That's it, guys. The end of an era. I liked him. I wish he would have won 6 games, but he didn't. So that's the end of that. Look, we're going to go through the wilderness here, guys. It's going to be no easy fix here. Whoever comes in here, we ain't going to just jump up and start winning games, guys, with 9 SEC games in Louisville. Whoever comes in here, I already like him, because if you're coming into this shitstorm and trying to deal with this, we just spent a lot of money to buy his ass out. Now, if they spread it out over some years and change the total, once again, if you spread it out, you have to give him more money because of taxes. Matt Jones explained that. But yeah, I already like the guy. But yeah, we're going to go through some bad times. We're going to have 3 or 4 seasons here where we're going to have to pick it up and get that coach in here and get the players in here. Yes, we can turn around with the portal, but man, right now we're down $37 million and we got to pay a coach. And so that's another $20-30 million to pay, and then his staff, and then a defense. And then, yeah, so we're not, I don't know how many of these players will stay now. We'll see who stays and who doesn't stay. I don't know who will stay. I don't know if Cutter Bowley will stay at this point. I don't really, that's the last thing I'm worried about. Let the Ponatoski kid come from Cincinnati, because I think he's got an arm. So I'm not worried about if he stays or goes. Crazy coaching, yeah, of all time this whole year. Look, guys, this is not going to end next year. If you have a losing season, your ass is gone. If Ryan Day has a losing season, they wanted to fire the coach at Texas. If that guy at Texas doesn't make the playoffs, they'll fire him next year. He could literally lose 1 or 2 games, not make the play. He's going to get fired. If you can't keep doing that unless you got a lot of money, we can't afford to keep doing that. So we got to choose wisely and just realize that, look, this is going to take 2, 3, 4 years. Maybe with the portal, we can make it quicker.
But there's going to be a couple seasons coming up here where we don't win a lot of games. But don't worry about it. It's been nuts. Signetti. Yeah, Signetti. But look, to be fair, Anthony, Signetti, they ain't played anybody. They had the 58th hardest schedule, the 80 something last year. They didn't play anybody. They played Illinois and Oregon. Yeah, if they beat Ohio State, they'll impress me. Yeah, do something in the playoffs. Notre Dame beat their ass. So yeah, do something. If Indiana does something in the playoffs, I'll believe in that guy. Look, I like Kirk Signetti, but yeah, that spread offense. Look, if you get to their quarterback, you're gonna. That's what Notre Dame did. And as soon as they play Ohio State, we'll see what they do. I said that about Vanderbilt, and they beat the shit out of Tennessee. Oh man, Nick. Yeah. Look, it's been a long damn. Yesterday, I did the game and I was tired. And then we're sitting here tonight. We've been going an hour and 45 minutes. So we're going to go a little bit longer. As soon as I find out who the coach is. So if you're just getting in here, Mark Stoops has been relieved of his duties. He will be officially fired tomorrow. I'm sure they're going to name a coach Tuesday. Signing day is Wednesday. They got to bring whoever the coach is. His ass has got to get he's packing right now. He's getting a suitcase, get on the plane, send the plane, get his ass here. Whoever it is. And I don't know who it is. Please don't be Dan Mullen. Please don't be a retread. I'll take Western Kentucky's coach. Just give me somebody young. Give me somebody with some energy. Will Stein or somebody like that. I don't know what you guys. Okay, so before we leave, who do you want to be the coach? Let's let this be sound off. I want Will Stein. If I had to pick one person, I like his offense. I'll take Will Stein because of his spread offense. I don't think it will work here long term, but I'll take it right now. Who do you want as the coach? What do you think, guys? Just sound off in the comments. Who do you want? I mean, realistically, don't say Nick Saban and don't John Gruden ain't coming here, so don't say that. Who do you want? Okay, Brian Hartline. That's a good one. Wildcat highlights. I will take Brian Hartline. Yes, he's a family. So yeah, Brian Hartline. I will take him. That's 2 for Hartline. Okay, Brian Kelly. Yeah, he would cost a lot of money, Christopher. He would be very interesting. Yes, it just happened. Correct. It has happened. If you're just getting in here, Mark Stoops has been relieved of his duties. He is not officially fired until tomorrow, but he will be let go tomorrow. So, yes, he has been fired. What do you guys think? John Gruden at Kentucky. Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, he said he ain't coming to college, and Anthony White played for him. I was listening to Anthony White say our players would last about 2 days with John Gruden because he would get in their ass. Yeah, John Gruden's a little bit too much for this generation. I'll take Stein, Jared Taylor. I want someone who wants to be at UK. Well, that's true, GTA. You got to want to be here because Jesus Christ, man, this is basketball 24/7. So yeah, Icon. All right, man. Icon. All right, I'll call you Icon. You know that's better than GTA. I didn't even think about that. Icon, I will call you Icon. How about Chip Kelly? Well, we'd have to pay a lot for him. He's going to want some money. Will Stein. Yeah, I agree with Will Stein. I like his, he runs a hell of an offense. I don't know. It would be fun to watch us get our ass kicked. Brad Calipari. I don't think he coaches football, brother. I mean, we might need him in basketball, but yeah. Who do you guys want as coach before I get off here tonight? So if you're just getting in here, Mark Stoops has been fired. He's been relieved of his duties. Well, he hadn't been officially fired. He'll be fired tomorrow. They're working out the details tonight. He's been officially relieved of his duties. He'll be officially fired tomorrow. And it's better this way. That poor guy was miserable. And no, I don't think they did him. And then they're doing a rapid reaction on KSR. If you want to go over there and talk to them, those guys, I don't really want to talk to those guys. The water boy coach. You actually met that guy you're talking about. I like that guy, the water boy coach. Well, you're talking about Henry Winkler. I met the guy that was the Cajun guy. I can't think of that guy's name. Nice guy. Aaron Bradshaw. Okay. Not Bobby. Not Bobby. I'll take Bobby Petrino. He ain't coming here, but that'd be something. If we hired Bobby Petrino, that would be, that ain't happening. Okay. Yeah. I'll take Bradshaw, Coach Klein. That's right. I've met Henry Winkler. I work at an airport, by the way. I met a lot of famous people. Henry Winkler is one of the coolest dudes. I would take Coach Klein. Shaden Sharp. Okay, well, Georgia's defensive coordinator. I agree, Tyler. I like him. Alabama's defensive coordinator. I just don't think we're going to be able to get these guys because they're in the playoffs. Maybe we can get Stein or, somebody closer to that's available.
I don't know if we could get Georgia's defensive coordinator because he would have to leave. I mean, I'm not saying we couldn't, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It might be a name we don't even know who the hell it is, guys. We might be wrong about all of it, and there's somebody. Who do we need back here? Let's take who's the guy that coached West Virginia and uh, and it was our offensive coordinator. Who am I thinking of? Coach West Virginia, and who am I thinking of? The wide receiver that played here, Neil Brown. How about Neil Brown? How about Neil Brown? Anybody want Neil Brown? Anybody want Neil Brown? He's available. He's an assistant at Texas. He can come here. I mean, hell, what's he going to do? Lose? I mean, Neil Brown. Would it be some shit if I called Neil Brown? Hey, I would take Neil Brown. I got to be honest with you. Hell, I mean, why not? He'd be cheap. Yeah, I don't think we're getting Neil Brown. But I could be wrong. You know, he's got ties to the school. Who is that? I don't know who that is, Derek. Who is the person you're telling me about? I don't know who that is. He played what? At least. Okay, I don't know who that is. Texas defensive coordinator. I'll take him. I'll take Texas defensive coordinator. Jimbo Fisher, Anthony. We can't afford him. That sucker, you know how much he costs? Shit, he's still, oh man, he's a rich man. No, let's not take Jimbo Fisher. KSR listed Neil Brown. Are you serious? I just made that shit up. I would take Neil Brown. I called it before they did. You were here. I called Neil Brown before they did. So you tell him I said it first. Neil Brown, that's right. He should be on the list because he's available and he could come right now. He's a special assistant on Texas's staff. He could come right now. I would take Neil Brown. I'm not saying we would win. Randall Cobb. I would take Randall Cobb, but I don't know if he wants to coach for it. But yeah, I would take Neil Brown. I don't know what the hell kind of offense we'd run, but I mean, look, I don't think we're going to get Neil Brown. Okay, he didn't win at West Virginia, but he's cheap, right? And right now, look, beggars can't be choosy. I don't know who wants to come here, guys. I got to be honest with you, as we've been going an hour and 51 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Well, I'll take him. Jack Gilkey. Okay, you sure you want Jack Gilkey? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Jack Gilkey. I don't know about for football. He's a hell of a basketball player. Kicked our ass, Jack Gilkey. There's a name I will never forget. Tim Couch. Yeah, I mean, Couch has never coached. I don't know if I'd take him. I don't know how much he knows how to coach. So yeah, he's never even coached a high school team. So I wouldn't take somebody that hadn't coached at all. Might take him as quarterback coach. If I'm Neil Brown, I might go get him as my quarterback coach. But I don't know, guys. So yeah, KSR is doing their live. I'm sure they're going to tell more. You always get a lot from KSR, unless it's Matt Jones. I don't listen too much. Resurrect Bear Bryant. Well, that ain't happening. Chad Johnson, receivers coach. Well, that'd be entertaining if we had Chad Johnson. What about Ken Anderson of the Cincinnati Bengals? I think he should be our coach. There you go, Ken Anderson. He should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. That's a travesty that Ken Anderson, quarterback of the Bengals, is not in the Hall of Fame. I just want to say that on public record. A travesty. If he would have won that Super Bowl against the 49ers, he would be in the Hall of Fame because he was a hell of a quarterback. So yeah, maybe you think we get a pro? I know there's no pros on there. Ken Anderson. Yeah, he was a badass. He was, man. They were going against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 70s. There's no way in hell anybody was going to beat them in the same division. But yeah, Ken Anderson. Yeah, probably should have won that Super Bowl against the 49ers, but he didn't. All right, guys. Well, look, it's official. If you're just getting on here, everybody's putting it on YouTube. Alan Essa here. He's been fired. Mark Stoops has been fired. I can read the story. I'll go on KSR and find out what's going on. I'm sure they have a list of candidates. I was just thinking Neil Brown this whole day. Well, I haven't heard Neil Brown's name. We'll see. Neil Brown would be easy to get because he would be cheap and he's available. But I would like to see Will Stein, Brian DeBall. I don't know who Brian DeBall is, Jake, but I will take him if he wants to stay here. So, yeah,
if you're just getting in here, which you're probably not, I went down. Everybody went over to KSR. Mark Stoops has been relieved of his duties. He'll be officially let go tomorrow. So I will see what KSR. And of course, I'll watch their show tomorrow. Mark Stoop era ends at Kentucky. Candidates. So we have a list of candidates. That's what you guys were talking about. Who's devalued? Well, I say, is this KSR's candidates? Neil Brown. That's the first person on here. Yeah. I mean, damn, I would take Bob Chesney. That's James Madison. I'd take him. Sonny Dykes. Don't take that guy. Sonny Dykes. No. PJ Fleck, Minnesota. No. Ryan Grubb, Alabama offensive coordinator. Might take him. And that's it. Colin Klein, Texas A&M offensive coordinator. I might take him. Okay, so the easiest guy to get would be Neil Brown. That'd be the cheapest. Well, you could get James Madison's coach or Minnesota's coach. Who put Minnesota's coach on here? What the hell? No, we don't need him. Neil Brown is only 45. Okay. 72 and 51 as the head coach. But yeah, that was Troy. Okay, so we'll see. All right, so there you go. The candidates. Yeah, Bob Chesney from James Madison. I'd take him. I do not see Will Stein on here, guys. I do not see Will Stein on this list. If this is an official list, and Brian Hartline, Ohio State offensive coordinator. There you go. I'd take Brian Hartline. Okay, Will Stein's not on here. So that's it. The people I just named, and I'll make a post. All right, you want to go through that again real quick? Neil Brown, Bob Chesney, James Madison head coach. Sonny Dykes, TCU head coach. No. PJ Fleck, Minnesota head coach. No. Ryan Grubb, Alabama offensive coordinator. I'd take him. Brian Hartline, yes, from Ohio State, offensive coordinator. I would definitely take him. Colin Klein, Texas A&M, offensive coordinator. I'd definitely take him. That's all they listed, guys. So that's not, if this is the official list, and I guess it is. Okay, we'll see what happens. We need somebody quick. I'm gonna say we get Neil Brown. I'm gonna say right now, there's a damn good chance Neil Brown could come right now because he's just a special assistant. He could be in a plane tomorrow. Well, any of these people could. I don't know if Ohio State, they're going to the playoffs. I mean, I don't know about any of these coordinators, but I sure as hell ain't taking Sonny Dykes. I'd take this James Madison. I'll take the James Madison guy. Okay, well, you know who we're going to get? We're going to have to get whoever we pay this to. We'll have to pay some money. Lay that money down on the table. Take the job, right? Tyron Stokes. Yeah, we can't hire him. We're trying to hire him. Billy Napier. No, I don't think so, Brian. Billy Napier. Hell, with Hugh Freeze. If we listen to the SEC Network, it'd be Hugh Freeze. All right, guys, I've been going 2 hours. You were on here whenever it happened. I know everybody went over to KSR to listen to those guys. Matt Jones knows what he's talking about. Other than that, I'm not a fan of some of their people, but I like a lot of their people. That's about 50% I like and 50% I don't like. Icon, I want the ones that we already actually have to work. Yeah, players. Man, look, guys, we're going to lose some players, and I don't know who stays and who goes. If it's Neil Brown, he's a Kentucky boy. Listen, I got to be honest with you. It'd be smart to take Neil Brown right now because we don't have a lot of money, and he's not going to cost a lot. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, look, we've been on here 2 hours. You were here whenever it happened, the end of an era. Look, I like Mark Stoops, but all good things must come to an end, and it's come to an end. So whoever the next coach is, get ready to jump on board. I'll be right on top of it. I'll find out everything about him, what kind of offense he runs, what kind of defense they're going to run. I'll find out everything I can. I'll sneak over to Van Hiles' channel and Anthony White's channel and see what they are because that's the two guys that know football, and I trust those guys. Thank you guys for coming on here tonight. I appreciate it. Everybody, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000. I'm almost at 900. I may be at 900 tonight. Please hit that subscribe button. We're going to do basketball. I got a North Carolina video coming out tomorrow. I'll break down North Carolina on film for you to see. We are going to have problems with Caleb Wilson and North Carolina. We have to win that game. All right, guys, I appreciate you. And listen, have a good night. Hey, we'll find out who the coach is tomorrow. And whoever it is, I already like him, right? Already like him. Thank you, Derek. Look, we're going to keep going here. We got basketball. We got signing day. Whoever wants to come here, like I said, I already like the guy. But I got to be honest with you before I get off here. I like to see Neil Brown because I think that would be a good look. We can always upgrade our coach, but we need somebody that can get here quick and knows this university, and Neil Brown knows the state. So I got to say Neil Brown if we can't get Will Stein. All right, look, everybody have a good night, and I'll do a live tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow night. I'll see you tomorrow night. Hey, thank you, Jake, man. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. And hey, go Cats. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up. It's a new era. We might take some lumps. We'll be fine. This is Kentucky. We're gonna do it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go Cats.